Welcome fellow gamers to another Raid Shadow Legends free-to-play video brought to you by OldCrewGaming. Don't miss out on future adventures. Be sure to subscribe and smash that like button. I'm your host, The Real Zepzing, and let's dive in. So, following on from the last video, if anybody watched it, you'll see that I made a decision to skip this fusion and pull the shards that I had, and because I was struggling in areas like Doom Tower dungeons, things like that, and so I decided to halt on this fusion. Although it would have been a great fusion for me to get, I figured pushing what I had and focusing on what I had was the better call for me, because I wasn't even sure I was in a position to get the fusion anyway. So I didn't want the stress of struggling in dungeons to get points and things like that. So I decided to go with the here and now. Didn't pull anything too crazy. I got a couple of epics. I'm currently leveling them right now. But in the last video, I did say that I was going to farm up and potentially 6-star either Lanarkist the Chosen or Cold Heart. Both great champions. Both would help me a lot. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to 6-star Duck the Pierced. I just figured having a tank that can drop defense, drop attack, provoke, reflect damage, like this, he's going to bring so much more to my team right now than those two will. Eventually I'm obviously going to 6-star them two as well, but Duck the Pierce is going to be my next 6-star. In fact, let's do that right now. I have found up some more food just to slap him up. So no, wrong one. Here we go. Take him to 6-star. Let's throw a couple of brews in him, get him a couple of levels, get him started. But yeah, I just figured like early now, having him as my tank and my debuffer is going to be better than what Cold Heart and Lanarkist can bring for me. I'm still keeping hold of the legendary books, haven't used them yet, and I'm starting to save up some epic books now. I've still been plodding on with the referral accounts. As you can see, I'm level 41, 41, and 40. I'm going to push to level 50 as quick as I can, and then follow on with another 3 accounts and get the rewards from there. Having Cronum will, I think, help push me in certain areas. He's not a bad champion at all. What I've been doing as well is I've been trying to push through the arbiter missions. As you can see, I'm on the arena missions right now. I'm currently in Gold 1, and I'm refreshing every 15 minutes, but I'm coming against like silly teams that I can't quite win now. It's few and far between when I get a team I can actually attack. Like, ooh, we've got one there, so that's a freebie. I didn't catch the player's name. We'll be sure to thank him now. So Kells984, thank you for the free win. I've been doing Tag Team Arena as often as I can. I shouldn't have refreshed that, but yeah, I've been batting on through Tag Team Arena as much as I can and picking up the Drex fragments. I think I'm at 10 or 11 so far. Another champion that's potentially going to be pretty big for me early. Well, it won't be early, it'll be 100 and some days in by the time I get him, but 11 fragments for him right now. Having 6-starred Rector Draft since my last video as well, it's enabled me to push not quite far, but a bit further along into Doom Tower. I did get stuck on the Nether Spider for a couple of days, but this is the team that ended up doing it for me. I guess just brute forced my way through it. Clan Boss, I'm still hitting easy right now. 1 key, normal 1 key, and hard. Not doing that much damage. I think having Duck the Pierced Rector Draft at 6-star now, I'm able to farm, albeit it's not fast, but I'm able to farm stage 15 of Minotaur now. So once I collect the epic from this fusion, I was going to skip it. I was going to skip the epic from this fusion. Just grab a rare and then just carry on with leveling and farming masteries, but I've had a little look over the kit again today, and one is Sylvan Watchers, so there's not many of them there. It's the newest faction, so I think picking it up anyway would be a good idea. But two, looking at the kit, it's like at first glance it didn't like scream at me, but I've read through again, and like attacks when enemy has a 50% chance of stealing a debuff, 100% chance of removing buff from all enemies. Before attacking, removes debuffs from your champion, and damage increased by 30% if this champion has no debuffs, and it'll also ignore unkillable. Which, excuse me, if I level it, some of these teams in arena where I'm struggling with when they give unkillables, like is it Leorius and Skullcrown and other champions, I should be able to start winning a couple more. It gives me a bit more of an option. So yeah, I figured that I'm going to try. So what I've been doing with my energy, instead of farming masteries and food, which is what I initially planned, is I've just been trying to do some of the tournaments. Right now I'm in Ice Golem. I'm farming stage 14, I think, right now, so I'm like 500 points away. Let me just double check what stage it was I was farming. Yeah, I haven't tried stage 15 yet. With it being Red Affinity, I don't think my Kale would do too much in there. But I'm farming stage 14. It's 100% for me. I haven't had a fail yet. So that's where I'm at there. Let's have a look. Where else are we? I've just been otherwise leveling up gear. I've got quite lucky actually with speed boots in general. 25 sets of speed boots I've got. And they're not all in like the worst sets. I've got a couple like 4 stars, 5 stars, and a few 6 stars, I think. So yeah, like I've been a little bit lucky with boots, but outside boots not so much. And yeah, as for the pass, I had originally thought when I unlocked the pass I may be able to get right the way to the end, but I won't. But I will be grabbing these tomorrow, these level 40 rewards, which should allow me to craft 15 pieces of 4 to 5, 5 to 6. Let me just have a quick look. Where are we in the forge? So yeah, so I think I'll be able to craft like 15 pieces of it. So with a bit of luck, I might be able to get a decent bolster set for one of my champions. I do have a bolster on Chronica Adeline right now. It's not the worst set. Managed to get a few like decent rolls, some speed boots, so some speed rolls. So like I say, it's not the worst set, but another set or another 2 sets would be awesome, because I can start putting them on champions for faction wars then. Speaking of faction wars, we'll have a look at that first. I'm not too many points in there. I've been an idiot, and as I've been farming food, I've been feeding it rather than trying to farm food for the faction war that's open, and then maybe potentially stealing a couple of stars in the faction war. So that's something I'll be doing like going forward from here. If I'm farming food, whatever faction crypt's open, I'm going to look at farming food for that faction, maybe sticking 1 or 2 pieces of gear on, so it's not too expensive to take the gear off, and just stealing up a couple of points in faction wars, because some of these rewards that you get in here are pretty good, you know. So it's worthwhile pushing in here, and the end goal is to complete it and get Lydia, which is a Northern champion. But yeah, I've just been trying to get the challenges done. I've been doing my daily quests, weeklies, monthlies, as much of the advanced quests as I can get. Fighting the classic arena with a team from 4 different affinities. Okay, so that's one I can do. But yeah, outside that, there's nothing much else to report. I am starting to save resources again now. If you watched the last video, you'll notice that I said that I was going to use everything that I had to try and level and get to a position where I can start pushing forward in certain areas. And I think I'm at that position now. I'm slowly farming gear. I'm at a place where I can farm masteries. I've got a couple of 6 stars and a couple of 5 stars, which I can swap and change to areas that I need them. And yeah, so now I'm in a position where I can start saving. I've got a couple of ancients and a primal that I've picked up. I'm I think 2 days away from getting the 5-star blessing on Chronica Adlin, which will be pretty good for her. 2, 4, 5 days away from getting High Cartoon and some more gems, a bit of gear, book, and a shard along the way. So day 25, I don't think I'm in a bad position. Again, when I started this, I did say that I wasn't going to go ham. I wasn't going to go hard. I was not in a competition with anybody. I was going to play casually like a normal player would. And I think I'm progressing fairly well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for what I have to report. Nothing much else going on. Like Great All Progress is just slow because of the amount of battles that I can't do in arena. Like I say, I've literally got the game open on my second monitor, refreshing every 15 minutes to try and get some battles that I can actually win. So yeah, that's all I've got to report on this one. So huge thanks to all you legends for tuning in. If you're enjoying the ride, make sure to slap a like and subscribe button. Got any questions or just want to chat? Slap them in the comments below and I'll be sure to reply to each and every one of you. Much love for the support, and I'll catch you in the next one.